Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The officer who opened fire on an unarmed man at a car dealership in Arlington has released a statement. This comes as demonstrators rallied outside the Arlington Police Department following the shooting. Some of the demonstrators calling for the officer to be fired.
Meanwhile, we got our first look inside the showroom at that dealership. It's where the fatal bullet was fired, and a window remains boarded up, shattered after the gunfire. We have live team coverage tonight of the shooting from that dealership and also from the Arlington Police Department tonight. We want to begin, though, with Brandon Todd with radio transmissions from the night of the shooting. Brandon.
Yeah, Heather, a lot to talk about in this story tonight. First off, as you mentioned, Officer Brad Miller giving his sworn statement today, his version of the events that happened late this afternoon, the final piece to the investigative puzzle here. Arlington police today not happy with a YouTube video that seemed to suggest that officers confronted Christian Taylor and then 1 second later fired the shots that killed him. They're trying to set the record straight on the timeline. Meanwhile, the dealership is trying to kind of set the record straight, or at least reiterate that all of the details and everything that occurred inside that showroom, none of it was recorded on video. For the first time since 19-year-old Christian Taylor was shot and killed by a responding rookie Arlington officer early Friday morning, we were invited inside the showroom where it happened. The dealership wanting the public to see there are no cameras inside that would have recorded the 19-year-old college football player being shot or the confrontation with 49-year-old Officer Brad Miller that police say happened first. The only cameras, 32 of them, are outside. Roughly 6 or 7 picked up Taylor that morning. And now we have dispatch audio from Arlington Police, upset at a viral video that the department calls deceiving. Chief Will Johnson tweeting out today, viral video grossly mischaracterizes August 7th shooting timeline. Official radio traffic to be released today. It was shortly after 1 a.m. when Taylor first appears on surveillance cameras at Classic Buick GMC in Arlington, wearing sunglasses, a t-shirt, and shorts. He runs and then walks through the rows of cars, spending most of his time jumping on the hood and windshield of a Ford Mustang. That's when the security company called police, 1:06 a.m.
554, 544, copy burglary in the 550. 4720 South Collins at the Classic Arlington dealership.
Taylor can be seen ripping sections of the glass off and trying to slide into the car through the hole he made. The security company told Taylor over loudspeakers that he needed to leave and police were on their way. Responding officers at first didn't see Taylor, unsure that they had the right address.
The address they're giving is the body shop, but they're saying it's the Classic Arlington dealership, so I'm not sure.
9 minutes after 1, Taylor leaves the Mustang, trips over the curb and appears to go toward the showroom, then heads back toward his SUV. 1:13, he's in the SUV, pushing through the gate, headed toward the showroom. Soon after, this dispatch from a responding female officer.
I'm in front of the Buick, right that truck accessory place, and the gate is slightly open.
1:17 a.m., 11 minutes after police were called out, we see officers approaching the showroom and hear their first sighting of Taylor, who has a mohawk-type haircut that was dyed blonde, which the officer mistook for a hat.
I just saw a guy in the building has a hat on, like a straw hat.
The span of time between that call and the moment Taylor was shot is 2 minutes and 11 seconds, not 1 second as has been speculated on social media. In that time, Officer Miller confronted Taylor. There was an altercation. Miller's training corporal fired his taser at Taylor. Miller fired his 9mm service weapon. At 1:19 and 33 seconds, this was dispatched by an officer on scene.
We got shots fired.
Officer Miller fired 4 shots, hitting Taylor in the neck, chest, and abdomen. Former police chief and investigator Catherine Smith-Torres, who is not involved in this case, says the biggest unanswered question right now is what happened in that 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
They might be able to release eventually what furtive actions caused the officers to shoot a taser and a weapon at the subject. Hopefully they will at one point be able to bring out that there was an action that triggered that response.
And today, the FBI says it will not be participating in this investigation, says the Bureau has full confidence in Arlington Police to conduct a thorough investigation. In fact, the Bureau says the only time it would get involved, Heather, is if they uncover some sort of civil rights violation.
Understood. All right, so Brandon, I know there's a lot to figure out here, but I'm curious if you were able to find out any more about Officer Miller's statement, what he had to say.
Right, that confrontation is what you're talking about. Yeah, everybody wants to know about that, especially police, and we will know more about that confrontation and the details in it very soon. In fact, Arlington Police hopes, the department hopes to release that at the earliest sometime tomorrow. If they don't release it tomorrow or can't, they hope to get that out at least on Wednesday. I know Chief Johnson is scheduled to do kind of a question and answer type thing, Heather, Wednesday evening with the public discussing this issue.
Wow, really quick turnaround. All right, Brandon Todd, live tonight. Thank you.